Hello, I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. As you know, I'm a strong supporter of our Second Amendment and truly believe that protecting our rights to bear arms is one of the most important fundamentals of society. While I strongly support our Second Amendment rights, I also strongly recognize the need to make sure that firearms don't fall into the wrong hands, and especially into the hands of children who may be curious or uncertain about the dangers of guns. About 100 children die each year from an accidental shooting. Of those, 65% take place in the child's home or vehicle where the guns are legally owned. 70% of the fatalities could have been avoided if the guns had been stored in a locked location. In fact, 43% of all households that have guns keep the weapons unsecured, believing their children will not find them or would never touch the weapons.
Mom, I can't find my socks.
Seriously? You're gonna miss the bus. Go get your father's.
Even though parents believe their children would never touch a firearm, studies show children will handle a firearm even after being told not to. Harvard University conducted a study which showed 70% of children under the age of 10 know where their parents store their guns. 36% of those children admitted they have handled the gun without their parents' knowledge. Children at any age can be at risk of being injured or killed by an accidental shooting. Children from ages 2 to 4 have the highest risk and are most likely to die from self-inflicted injuries. Children from ages 12 to 14 years old tend to be more likely to accidentally shoot and injure others.
Mom, I can't find my socks.
Seriously? You're gonna miss the bus. Just go grab a pair from your father's.
As parents, you need to speak to your children at a young age and let them know it's never okay to touch a gun unless they are being supervised. And even then, stress the importance of firearm safety. Let them know if they come in contact with a gun, whether it be at home, at school, or a friend's house, the rules are: number 1, stop what you're doing. Number 2, don't touch the gun. Number 3, leave the area where the gun is immediately. Number 4, tell an adult right away. Number 5, most important, if a gun looks like a toy, don't touch it. Also, be sure you tell your children that when they see a cartoon or video game character get up and walk away after being shot by a gun, this only happens in the video games, movies, or cartoons. Guns are not toys, and life is not a video game. A gunshot can permanently injure or even kill someone. Tell your children they must never play with a real gun. Anything can happen once they put their finger on the trigger. Most children who have been involved in an accidental shooting say they never intended to hurt anyone. It is important that children learn they should never ever show a gun to a friend, point a gun at a friend or themselves, even as a joke. It's never funny to say you have a gun or threaten to shoot someone. These words will be taken seriously and law enforcement can be called. These pranks are not funny and don't end up being fun for anyone involved. Parents, you can prevent a shooting by being sure your guns are properly stored and secured. There is a wide variety of locking mechanisms available. Options for storing firearms would be trigger locks. These are widely available and effectively block the trigger. However, they do not prevent loading. Cable locks can be used on most firearms and can be used to lock a gun to a solid object. Lock boxes, mechanical or electronic, conceal and protect the gun. Gun safes are the most secure storage for multiple guns. However, disassembling a gun creates a condition where the gun cannot be fired. If guns are part of your family culture, exposing older children to proper care and securing of weapons will help them develop a healthy respect for gun safety. You have to be diligent on teaching gun safety, handling, and storage. However, if your child shows any signs of depression, you should arrange to store the guns outside of your home. Suicide is a leading cause of death among teens and is up to 10 times more likely when guns are in the home. Gun locks are available through the Brevard County Sheriff's Office Community Services Unit by calling 321-264-7755. If you would like more information on our firearm safety classes, please contact our Career Development Unit at 321-264-5281 or by email at firearmsafety at bcso.us.
As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this important crime prevention message. By taking an extra precaution to protect our weapons, we protect our children and our Second Amendment rights.